It's a chilly 30 degrees outside. We are in the Fremont National Forest. Heading out. Just woke up, got Gypie fed. It is 6:55 in the morning. And we are heading to, our first stop will be Lakeview, Oregon, before we cross the border into NorCal. Hopefully I can get me a latte, because I'll be good in Cali, but once I get to Nevada, latte mornings might be over. Alright, we're off. Well, we just left Lakeview, Oregon, in Lake County, Oregon. And what a beautiful place. Look at that out there. Just a huge plateau or valley. I guess it's a valley. It's got to be 30 miles across. At least 50 miles across. I think I'm in California. Oh, yeah. Here's a sign I said. It probably says, "Welcome to California." Yep. Oh boy. Been a while since I've been back home. little canyon here, just outside of Alturas, California. Some exposed escarpments up top. All lava flow, obviously. When I look at this land, I think of that TV show when I was a kid, The Big Valley. Which means I shouldn't be throwing up any drones. Vast valley to my right, to the west, to the east. All of these mountains that we've been driving along, those are the Warner Mountains. Basically, this valley they call, it's referred to as the Modoc Plateau. I thought it was a plateau and not a valley. I think I said that earlier. I wasn't sure. My geological nomenclature probably isn't as refined as it might be. Reno, 202 miles. Well, the sign back there said next services 70 miles. Boy, I could put up with this for 700 miles. This is just beautiful. Lansing County line. We're at the summit of this pass on U.S.Rt 395 South. Said elevation 5,555 feet. Seriously thinking about finding a place to pull over and just stay here. I like this place. We're on 395 south of Susanville, heading towards Reno. Off to my left is a lake called Honey Lake. I think they should have named it Muddy Lake because it just looked muddy to me. So Gypie and I are hiking out in the Plumas National Forest. Beautiful meadow here. I want to come back tonight and glass that. But while we were walking, out kinda in the middle of nowhere is a bench that says, "In memory of Atkins, Lee and Anita." Got a picture of them here, a couple of votive candles. It looked like she was from June 44 till May of 17, and he was February of 39 to May of '07. Just kind of a strange place. Maybe they love this place. I can see why. Little creek right here. It's beautiful. This campsite is specifically for equestrians, but it's nice. No one here, of course. Never is, wherever we go. Well, it's a long way up there. I don't know if I can make it. We'll see. Our camp is about a half mile that way. We'll see. Belle loves it when I say, let's go for a walk, which is what we do every day back in New Hampshire too. So this is the Plumas National Forest. We're south of Sisterville, California. Probably 30 miles, probably. Reno's about 75 miles away. God, I just love that old volcano. That old cone, cinder cone. Well, we're almost back down into the valley. There's that cinder cone that we were looking at. Here's the meadow where our camp is, which is why they call it Meadow View Camp. Haven't seen anybody since we got here. Jeep drove by, but that was it. Chilly. Well, Gypie and I are ready to roll. It is 6:34 a.m. on, I think it's Tuesday, might be Wednesday. I think it's Tuesday, but it might be Wednesday. We're ready to roll. We're at the Plumas National Forest Equestrian Campground. You'll see in yesterday's video some really cool features, some lava escarpments and domes. There's a cinder cone dome over here about 7,000 foot. This has been a cool spot. Didn't see anybody. Had a truck drive by yesterday, but totally empty. We are now heading south on the remainder of 395. We'll be in Nevada in the next probably 30 minutes. We got to do an end run around Reno and Sparks and then out into BLM country. Kind of looking forward to that. Leaving Meadowview Equestrian Campground in Plumas National Forest. Generally speaking, I am no conspiracy theorist. However, there are more chemtrails in the sky right now than I have ever seen, ever, anywhere, by an order of magnitude. And then over here to my 2 o'clock, they're all over the place, squiggly circles, and that's probably some kind of government Air Force training kind of place. Okay, I get that. But just the regular ones, they're freaking everywhere. I can easily count dozens, or at least 8 dozen. In New Hampshire, I don't even recall ever seeing one. I'm sure I have, but it's not a thing. But here, it's a thing. Are they seeding the skies for moisture in Nevada? I don't know. Well, roundabout. I'm seeing more and more roundabouts lately. Bend, Oregon head. Many. I wanted to say billions. That probably wouldn't be accurate. But they had lots of them. That and lots of litter. I've already gone on that rant. I'll not revisit it. Okay, so chemtrails freaking everywhere we're just we're just west of Fallon, Nevada. I'm looking forward to camping tonight and looking at the skies and, maybe get some UFO action. Some, what is it? Place 51? What is it? What's the place? Secret hiding spot 51? Base 51? What the hell is it? Unit 51? UFOs 51? Something 51. Wherever that place is, and I have an opportunity to go to it. What the hell is it? Whatever. As you have seen before, it'll come to me later. Area 51. It didn't take very long. So all those chemtrails I saw, the squiggly ones, oh yeah, there's just jets everywhere. They're doing touch and goes. These guys, there's a couple others that are flying in formation, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 doing touch and goes. Watch, this guy will power up here in a sec. It says lasting impressions. The crater-like depressions and elongated grooves seen on the boulder before you possibly date back 7,000 years or more. This pit and groove petroglyph style is believed to be the oldest at Grimes Point. Pretty cool. Old humans. You can hear them over there. Those are new humans flying around in jets. Some petroglyphs, including some of those pit styles along the top. The Bait Farm Saloon. Huh. Alright. You know, could be fun. Well, we're just crossing Sands Springs Pass. Elevation about 4,600 feet. We are out in the middle of nowhere. I think they call this the loneliest highway. It's not so bad. As long as I don't run out of gas, then I'd be lonely. Well, no, I'd have Gypie. So, coming off of that pass, we have LeBeau Flat, which clearly is a extinct lake bed or ocean bed. Okay, this is pretty cool. This is called Sand Mountain, and it's freaking enormous. This entire area we've been driving through is a old lake bed, and once it dried up, all of the sand, the beach sands, blew towards this direction and accumulated here. There's no other place like it in this area. It's pretty incredible. And that's a good 1.5 miles away. I mean, that thing's got to be 700-800 feet tall. I'm not going back there though. I've seen enough sand. Oh, I gotta pull over here. Chain installation area only. Well, that sign should also read, and also if you need to get your hot dogs out of the freezer so they'll be thawed by the time you pull over and make camp. That's what that sign should have said, not, oh, this is for chains only. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, no. All right, so I got my hot dogs. Hebrew National, of course. There's no other kind of hot dog. If you're eating any other kind of hot dog, you might need psychiatric care. Hebrew National. Beef. They've been blessed by Jesus or something. There's something about them. There's something about them that makes them different. And I think it has something to do with Jesus. So anyway, I got my hot dogs out there thawing out. The weather, it's 61 degrees, no wind. I gotta find a place and call it camp. I gotta get a drone up in the air because this is just amazing. I'll find a spot. It reads, the Overland Stage Station. Constructed using the volcanic lava rock found throughout the area, the Cold Spring Stage Station was built in 1861. The original Pony Express station was built 1.5 miles to the east of here in 1860. Road in Nevada. We're on U.S.Rt 50 East, headed towards Ely, Nevada. You know, something you don't see much of out here? Litter. There's no litter. No litter because there's no people. There is not much going on out here. It is painfully beautiful. Now this is a Pony Express route. I just can't imagine some guy on a horse with a satchel full of letters. I mean, those were some bad-ass human beings. I'll bet they didn't have a problem with pronouns. None whatsoever. Getting ready to enter the Great Basin. Not quite sure what that is. Mount Jefferson will be off to our right here in about 20 minutes. Off to our right here, that mountain with a little snow on top, that is Mount Jefferson. We are in what is named the Great Basin. Our next stop will be Eli, which is in the Shell Creek range. All right, we'll see how that goes. I'll probably stop before then though. Gypie and I are sitting on this hilltop way out in BLM land. Gypie's chilling, and I am having my lunch. Nice. Well, lunch was good, or dinner, or whatever it was. Looking at the map, I found that this is North Shoshone Peak, 10,313 feet above sea level. I can't hear it right now, but ever since I got here, fighter jets, they must be up at, I don't know how high. You can sometimes see them, but normally you just hear them. Windy, pleasant. Well, it's day 29 and we're gonna call it a night. Huh, Gyp? Yeah. She's had enough. I've had enough. Been a long day. We saw petroglyphs. Fighter jets are still going on. Saw some fighter jets. We're way up on a big hill with a mine. It was a good day. Oh, she wants to stick her head under my legs. All right, Gypie. Good night. Good morning. The The sun is about ready to pop over the hill. It is about 5 minutes of 6 a.m. Day 30. It is 6:15 in the morning. We're up early today. Sun just come up over the hills. We're up on this mine road. This road that goes to a mine back in there. We're gonna head out of here and go to, I think our next town is, let me look here, I think it's Minor, no. The next town is Austin, Nevada. Coming down off this Minor hill. I think it was Clear Mine. I don't remember what it was called. Well, it's in the title. Kind of steep. It's really wet up here at some point because there's some pretty good ruts in the road. Beautiful mountains off into the horizon. Those would be those are the Shoshone Mountains. 26 degrees outside. Completely calm. No wind. Found a spot where there's virtually zero litter. Except for that old trash dump back by the mine, which has probably been there. That could have been there 100 years. All that trash was steel. There was no aluminum, no new trash in there at all. Six pronghorns just running across the road there. That was cool. Yeah. Now this is Austin, Nevada. Not much going on. Now it's only 7:22 in the morning. I was able to fuel up. And I'm seeing mentions of Lincoln Highway. This is U.S.Rt. 50. Now, I always thought Lincoln Highway was U.S.Rt. 30. So, not sure what's going on there. But U.S.Rt. 50 is considered and touted as the loneliest road in America. And I can attest to the fact that it's pretty freaking empty. Not much going on here. Alright, so that is Austin, Nevada. And we're going to continue eastbound. Next stop is Eureka, Nevada. Okay, so I just took a picture of a Lincoln Highway marker. Lincoln Highway is a series of roads that was created back in the early 1900s, primarily for automobiles. It's one of the first transcontinental highways going from New York City to San Francisco. Why I was a little confused earlier is where I was living for a time in Ohio, where Derek was born. U.S.Rt 30 was called Lincoln Highway. In fact, it was commonly and colloquially referred to as a Lincoln Highway. So when I saw US 50, the Lincoln Highway, well, both are true. I think U.S.Rt 30 is the longest stretch of Lincoln Highway going from Pennsylvania into Colorado. And then it jumps over to 50, I believe. We'll see, because I'm going to keep driving on it. There's a nice shot of the, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, but it's the Gypie range. This is quite a road going through, we're up above Austin, Nevada, on U.S.Rt 50. The Gypie National Forest. There's a car. See? It's not all that lonely out here. I saw a car today. 7:30 in the morning. Day 30, heading towards Eureka, Nevada. Yep, still on the loneliest highway in America. Heading towards Eureka, Nevada. Well, we got past that road work. About halfway through these foothills. The pass up at the top is about 7,400 feet. Well, we just left Eureka, Nevada. Stopped in and Had a little breakfast at a cafe. Only person in the joint. Nice little place. They had a bar and casino attached. When I say a bar and a casino, I mean a long strip bar and maybe 10 slot machines, poker machines. I did get a good picture of a sign behind the bar that said, "Do not feed the whores drugs." All right then. I get it. Guess it makes them unreliable. Or maybe it makes it so they can't count very good. Don't know. Not sure. But that's what the sign said. And this particular weather station is on Pancake Summit. already out hunting. Well, this is going to be our home for the night. Well, here's the payoff to the top of the hill that Gypie and I just hiked up. Nice view. Got some nice pictures of cacti flowering, a barrel cactus and some prickly pears. And then got some other wildflower photos to go with my wildflower and wild horses themed tile tonight. Well, Gypie and I are out on a hike. There's the road we drove in on. We're camped down on that road somewhere. Down this 2-track. At the end of this 2-track is where we are.